when it comes to physical health, it really, and marriage specifically, and having a strong marriage and moving towards better physical health, it's all about encouragement and support and balance. There's got to be balance. You know, we very rarely see change when we adopt an all or nothing mentality. And so think about how you personally can have more balance in your eating and your exercising, and also ask your spouse how you can support them. And you know, this has looked a lot of different ways, but I remember particularly after I had, I think our second child, we'd had our first two pretty close together. I'd put on some weight, and I wanted to get in better shape, and I started going to Weight Watchers, but I knew I needed to do something else physically. Like I needed to do some exercise, but I was at home with the kids, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And I found out that our church had a dance team that met 2 nights a week, and we would have it was kind of a small group too, and we learned different dances, and it was so fun. And I grew up as a dancer, so I was like, oh my gosh, this would be so fun. But I was like making excuses. I was telling Dave about it, but I was like, but you know, we have 2 little kids, and it's just too much. It's at night. I don't want to do that. And he's like, no. This is like the perfect opportunity. You know, you go to those practices, it's gonna be great for you. You've been looking for something. This not only will be great for you physically, but it's gonna really be great for your spirit. And he made it happen. He made sure that, you know, on those nights, he was home with the kids, and I was able to go do that. And it was such a good thing for me. And I ended up losing the weight, but really making great friends at the same time. And it was so great. And we were dancing for the Lord too, which is even better. And so find those things that really help you to grow in all of those ways. Find those things that help your spouse to be better physically. And especially when they come to you and they're vulnerable and they say, listen, I really do want to get in better health. You know, I really want to do that. So, you know, would you help hold me accountable? And can you help me to find time in the schedule to go exercise or to go meet with a nutritionist or whatever it takes? Because that's going to bring out the best in your spouse, and it's also going to help your marriage be stronger too.
Yeah, it's about supporting each other. And to end with some words from scripture, you know, I love what the Apostle Paul says in 1 Corinthians. He says, I do everything to spread the good news and share in its blessings. So don't you realize that in a race, everyone runs, but only one person gets the prize. So run to win. All athletes are disciplined in their training. They do it to win a prize that will fade away, but we do it for an eternal prize. So I will run with purpose in every step. I'm not just shadow boxing. I discipline my body like an athlete, training it to do what it should. Otherwise, I fear that after preaching to others, I might self be disqualified. And what Paul's telling us is, there are athletes in this world, and it's great to be an athlete, but really what they're striving for is a trophy that's so temporary. And he said, but we as believers understand that this temporary body we have, when we discipline it, it's so that we can do the work to the best of our abilities that's gonna have eternal significance. And so let's still be disciplined. Let's be a discipline like an athlete, but not just to chase after a prize or for superficial reasons, but doing it all for God's glory. And then a chapter later, he says it this way. So whether you eat or drink, whatever you do it all to the glory of God. When you're feasting and celebrating, and when you're at XO where the calories do not count, praise Jesus, do it to the glory of God. And when you're in a season of discipline, do that to the glory of God and support each other every step of the way.